Welcome to my channel. I started this channel a couple months ago because I felt like I had been through a lot professionally and personally, and I had learned a lot of lessons on the way, and I wanted to be able to share these stories in an honest, real way without any shame or fear, hence the name of the channel. So today I'm going to talk about something I feel doesn't get addressed enough, and that is ageism, particularly ageism in the workplace. I can say around the age of 50, I really started to experience it. And how do you experience it? You're not getting the jobs you used to get. You're not getting the interviews. And even when you do get the interviews, a lot of times you would just show up and there would be something off in the room. And I often attribute that to the fact that you are interviewing me, and particularly would be interviewing with someone maybe 20, 30 years younger than me. So that's a weird dynamic there. So I have compensated for the last 10 years. I've largely worked for myself, and that comes with its own set of drawbacks. You don't have steady pay, you don't have benefits, you're always scrambling for your next gig. A lot of times you're working for solo entrepreneurs, startups. Their budgets are sketchy. You spent a lot of time chasing money. People are always trying to nickel and dime you. So that brings me to the story I wanted to share today, which was back in December. I took a job with a startup. The pay was not that great. It'd be a very small base pay, and then I'd be compensated. It'd be performance-based. And what happened in this situation was I was just working all the time for very, very little money. And because I was working so hard at this other job, I felt like my other clients were suffering. I wasn't able to give them much time. I was in the job about a month or two, and the co-founder, who was the wife of this husband and wife team, came to me and said that they were cutting my salary, my base salary, in half. It caught me off guard, but I foolishly agreed, and I continued to work for this company, despite the advice of all my friends who said they're conning you, quit. And there was a lot of resentment in me, I will admit, because all my years of working, no one has ever come and said, we're losing money, and we're losing money because of you, and we're going to cut your pay. So I kind of plowed forward and still doing insane amount of work at this job. I guess I was so busy, I just thought, oh, it's going to play out. And it did play out. And what happened was yesterday, the same one who cut my base salary asked me to do a project. And I could see that this project was going to take up a lot of time and energy that I really wasn't going to be compensated for. And I was trying to explain to her the project. I was trying to explain to her alternative ways to approach the project, other things we could do. And it just really became a situation where she didn't want to hear it, a situation of you don't know what you don't know. It was kind of like just do the project and shut up. I was seeing it as do the project and not be compensated and do a lot of work. I knew right then and there when I was speaking up, I was breaking the first rule in the 48 laws of power: never outshine the master. There was like a 30-year age gap between us. I know she did not want to hear what I had to say. Long story short, call ends. She did what I thought she would do, is she ran to the other owner, her husband, complained, and 10 minutes later, I got the termination letter. Now, this wasn't a big part of my monthly budget. I was expecting this to happen, but there still is this little rise of anger, kind of like when you're dating someone, you're dumping me, I was gonna dump you, sort of thing. But the real kicker was, they said, we're terminating you, but this is 7 days. We want you to work 7 more days, in essence, 7 more days to finish this project that we were discussing. So I'm fired, but they want me to work 7 more days. I will be okay. I will plow forward, but this is what you start experiencing as an older worker in the job market. And I just want to share this story. If anyone else has anything to share, I'd love to hear it.